What's cracking, soldiers? Mandler here at the Man Cave. It's actually right now it's just me and Burt Reynolds on my shirt. It's a badass American right there. Check it out. Yes, sir. He's a stud. Don't you forget it. Now, Kyle from University of Arizona wants to know how we pretty much operate here on a daily basis. How we really, do our training from a day-to-day standpoint and incorporate recovery time as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much take you through a whole week of our training on the board. So saddle up. Let's take a look into the Man Cave. So Scott and I tried to do a couple different takes, and by a couple I mean like 10 or 15, and we realized it's just going to be too difficult and too pain in the ass to basically explain the whole weekly operation we run here. So I'll save that for a coaching seminar. Alright, soldiers, here's our dumbed down version, our consolidated version rather, of the elite method for the meatheaded. First thing I want to get across to you is these words, dynamic, repetitive, and max. They all refer to your core lift and how you're going to lift during that lift. So let's start with our dynamic. Alright, there's 3 different variables in dynamic effort days. There's the number of reps with each core lift. So squats, you're going to have 2 reps. Deadlifts, you're always going to have 1 rep. Bench press, you're always going to have 3 reps. Another variable is how many sets you're going to do with each. You're going to rotate between 8 sets, 10 sets, and 12 sets. And the last one we're going to talk about is the percentage. I always talk about percentage-based training. Don't leave anything to guess. So we're going to rotate from 40% to 45 to 50 to 55. Another important note about the dynamic days are, let's take you over to the week. Whatever you do on your dynamic day, 72 hours later, you're always going to do the same as your max effort. So we had, our dynamic effort squat. 72 hours later, that was on Monday, 72 hours. On a Thursday, we're going to do the same type of lift, the same variation of squat for our max. Alright, repetitive days, getting swole here. 60%, always going to do 50 reps. That's going to be with your working weight. Alright, so we rotate from 60% to 65 to 70, 75 to 80. Each one has a certain amount of reps you need to get. So, like I said, 60% equals 50 reps, 65 equals 40 reps, 70% is 30 reps, 75 is 25 reps, and 80 is 20 reps. We always want to end on that 1 rep max because a true max is what we really want to plug in as our percentage. So we always start with our 4 rep max. We rotate all the way down from that all the way to the 1 rep. Real simple. Alright, so we did a 2-week program for you. Week 1, week 2. You notice our core lifts are separated between lower and upper, so it rotates from lower to upper, rest or brick shithouse day, then another lower and upper. Alright, so start week 1 off with our dynamic effort squat. We move to repetitive effort bench, and then to our max effort squat. Alright, like I said, this can either be a rest or a brick shithouse day, depending on how you feel. If you feel good, go for the brick shithouse day. If not, you need some rest, take it. Now, if you notice, we rotate all the way back over to our dynamic day. This is the same week. All right? The last dynamic was 40% and 8 reps. So we're going to rotate up on each. So we have 45%, then 10 sets. Back to the next week, repetitive effort. The last repetitive day was 60%. So we have 65% and then 40 reps. Max effort goes from 4 reps to 3 reps. Same thing with dynamic. The last dynamic we did was 45% with 10 sets. So we're going to do 50% with 12 sets. The next dynamic day we do is going to be 55%, but we're going to come back down to 8 sets. Rotate these, get organized. It's pretty simple to follow. If you have any other questions, just give me an email.